PR Connections Radio presents. This episode of the PR Connections podcast is brought to you by Classy Communications PR and Advertising. Classy Communications provides public relations and marketing solutions for businesses, professionals, and nonprofit organizations. It can deliver the true meaning of your business with press releases, social media marketing, web development, email marketing, book publishing, and much more. Wherever your potential clients are, they can help you connect with them. Visit classycommunications.net to learn more about their suite of services that can help your business stand out from the rest. Classy Communications is your solution for business success.
All right, our next podcaster for today is Verner Dixon, and he has a show called Prospering in Health and Wealth. Does he look like a prosperous and healthy man or what? Welcome and Happy New Year, Verner.
Oh, Happy New Year to you too, Guy. I really appreciate being here, and I appreciate getting up in the morning. As you can see, I'm still dressed from my New Year's Eve party. And so I just thought I'd, after this, I go and take a nap. I haven't been anywhere. I've been asleep already. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good. How about yourself, sir?
Wonderful. Enjoying the new year, Verner. And as far as your show is concerned, it's great. I guess you've got about 6 months in now, right? Of having your longer than that. What's your experience been being able to share your ideas here at PR Connections Radio?
And I was sitting out there thinking about when you made the offer about the marathon. I was trying to figure out a way to say, what do I talk about? Do I talk about history? Do I talk about future? Do I talk about someplace in the middle? And so basically it's been good because it's given me a different type of experience. I mean, I used to stand up on stage and do presentations. And so I'm familiar with stand up in front of a group of people. But here standing and doing other than a Zoom, so to speak, and having a conversation with people, even having guests on as well. So it's changed the way that I do and think about some different things. And so based on that, I've got some excitement that's happening in my life for this year. And so that's what I'm going to share as well. Get a little overview of what happened in the past. But I've got some exciting things that I think folks should be aware of. I'm excited about sharing it. So good.
Yeah, I feel the excitement, and I want to get out of your way so that you can exude your excitement with our audience. Please welcome Verner Dixon with Prospering in Health and Wealth here at prconnectionsradio.com, the voice of new media.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I was told that we may or may not have a timer, so I need to set my timer to make sure that I don't run over my schedule here as I get excited about what I'd like to talk about. And like I mentioned, the reason that I even started the podcast was because I had some health issues over the last couple of years. A fifth knee replacement. That fifth knee replacement almost cost me they had given me an option since I had so many knee surgeries in the past, and this was my fifth one. And this is my second one that I've had a major infection in. I've had three major infections. They had in the past eliminated so much bone for each procedure that there wasn't much bone left for this fifth operation, because they said, based on what they see from the x-rays and everything that I've been through, I may have to lose the leg. So that was my thought. And that happened in just as COVID started, at the end of 2019. Well, I came back in March of 2019 is when I had my surgery. So it moved into the COVID 2020 into the COVID area. But what happened was, in terms of me thinking about losing my leg, I had made a decision to say, if I lose my leg, then I need to start getting my mind set for the differences in the way my body is going to react, the way that I walk, the way that I get around, and what I have to do to be wherever I need to be. And so that was weighing heavily on my mind until I got to the point where I said, I can't go into this with a negative mindset, and I have to do something from a positive set. So I started having conversations with my foot. I know you probably crack up. Start having conversations with my foot to say, we've gone through a lot of years together. You've been great. It's been wonderful. And it's just been absolutely fantastic. But I'm sorry you have to go, but And so it kind of put me in a upbeat kind of a mindset to get ready for this. I had a doctor who was one of those doctors. If he went in, he looked at it and he couldn't immediately make a decision on it, he would amputate. So luckily for me, and I guess luckily when I say that, and it is for me, because he had an emergency situation where he couldn't do the operation on the day scheduled. So they had to replace him with a doctor who had done my first 2 procedures. And he is a well-known ortho doctor in town, actually worldwide known. So he's that good. He's always called on. And so luckily I was able to, he became available during this process. So as I'm talking to him and telling him what the other doctor said and, going through that, and he knew what my situation was at that time, because I had, since I'm a vet, I talked to the VA and they put the 4th one in. And so they sent the information to him and he said he would amputate as well. And so, that wasn't good. So when Dr. Bradford, and that's Dr. Bradford here in town, looked at everything, and he obviously saw the record and what was going on, and heard my conversation about my foot, and he said not to worry about it. He think that he could reconstruct that leg somehow, and so I was happy about that. Continuing to keep that happy mind frame, then I have a conversation with my foot about, hey, once we get through this, and if everything is good, you and I are going to go out and have a pedicure. Luckily, I have to say that he was able to save my leg. It's different than what I'm used to, and I am on a cane now, but at least I've got my leg. And unfortunately, I haven't taken my foot to the pedicure yet, so that's coming. But it gave me some other things that I needed to focus on as well. I had my leg, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. I had to learn a new way to walk because the leg does some things. And when other ortho doctors look at my leg, they're impressed with what's in there. So it's great for them, but it's okay for me. I'm moving on. I had some other issues too. I got back pain, and so at some point, a couple of years ago, I had gotten excited about stem cells. And so I actually purchased stem cells. I paid $5,000 for 1 injection of stem cells. And it was X amount of million cells in that. And they injected it into my back. And I thought I felt some improvement, but I was going to need additional injections at $5,000 a piece. That was not in my budget. That was definitely not in my budget. So I had to go back pain and suffering. And so I've had a lot of injections in my back to do that, physical therapy. And I'm looking for different products and services that would alleviate the pain in my back. And I've had this back issue for many, many years. I've had a surgery. For those of you who are in my age range who remember Joe Montana from the 49ers, he had the same surgery that I did, L5S1 laminectomy, when he was tackled on the field. Well, he had the surgery, got back up, and was playing football. I had the surgery and got back up, but wasn't playing football. And I just attribute that to his surgeons had been paid more, and he had more physical therapy and obviously things that benefited him, other things that I could not have. with the other issues, colds, flus, and COVID, all those things, you figure out, I want to be healthy. I got 7 grandkids that I want to be around for quite a while for those 7 babies. My youngest is 5. And I'd like to see her at this point to when she drives her first car. So that means I need to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. And so when I say healthy, wealthy, and wise, that brings me to the other part. The financial requirement for fixing health in some people's case. Yes, I have VA benefits. Yes, I have insurance and some other things that I can depend on. But none of those things together gave me what I needed to resolve my issues, mostly pain. And it's primarily pain. And I guess I said mostly pain. And so in looking for that opportunity, I've been in network marketing. I've been on stage doing presentations. I've been in crypto. I've been in a bunch of things. And there's a couple of things that started paying off. And so with those things paying off and allowed me to do some other things, from the medication that I was taking or the products that I was taking to help relieve some of my issues. And I realized that I said, maybe somebody else would be interested in maybe some of the medical things that they're going through, and they need some that extra money. Some people say you get an extra $500, it can change a month, and it could change your life. And it definitely makes a difference if you've got income that you're not relying on to pay your lights, gas, rent, car notes, those kind of things. And you can participate in your health if you need something that's not covered by your insurance or the VA or whatever. And you can start looking for resolutions outside of the normal path. And that's where the stem cells come in. And so I've been involved in as my one of the companies that's on my account now is NVisionU, and you see that when my podcast starts on Tuesday, every Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Well, that's probably going to change because I've gotten some additional sponsors, and I have to just make sure the best one to be promoting. And so I've got another account that has a stem cell product. It takes care of oxidative stress, because if you've got degenerative arthritis, you've got pain issues in your joints, you're doing some stuff like that. If you can reduce your oxidative stress, that'll help as well. And I'm not a doctor or a medical technician. I'm just telling you things that I have benefited from. And so hopefully you could be able to benefit from that as well. And so with that in mind, I'll be promoting that this year as well, along with a couple of other products that maybe I try or I think are significant enough where at least I think you should know about them, so you can make a decision on whether you want to take advantage of it or not. I want to continue down the health scenario by having guests on the show as well that have health products or one service or another, mental health, insurance, anything else that would help you in one of two areas, in some case, both areas. When I mean health and the wealth portion, and we got some that does covers both. And talking about that in terms of what's being covered, I'm going to be probably talking, well, I've started to talk a little bit more about some of the services that I use that are financially rewarding and becoming even more so. And that's why it seems like I'm adding more of my conversations about the financial portion than some of the health portion. Health is not going to go away. That's what got me here, and that's what's going to keep me going as well. But as an example, I mentioned that I've been doing crypto for years. I've been doing crypto since 2009, 2014, but somewhere in that range. Either dabbled in 9 and kind of started really getting involved in 2014. But there's a company that I've been working with. It's called Miracle Cash and More, that I've been working with for 3 years. And for 3 years, they've been talking about building and what they're doing in terms of with the crypto and the nodes. If you know anything about that environment, there's nodes in addition to the crypto tokens themselves. And so we've been anticipating them, and their focus and direction is to go public. And lo and behold, next year in the first quarter, we are going public. They've already gotten the folks together on Wall Street. They've gotten, and another thing, there was a company here that had been dormant and still listed, but not active on the in the world of activity, business activity. So they bought that company. It's called Metaterra. And Metaterra, we're moving everything under Metaterra and going public under Metaterra. And if you follow me, you'll be seeing some more of that information, or look at my Facebook pages. There'll be some more focused information there, because right now, before Metaterra goes public, there's significant opportunities for anyone who wants to take advantage of a company before it goes public. I don't know what you know. I don't know if you know what that implies, but there's opportunities before it goes public, before it goes to the industry, and everybody else knows what's happening. Even without that, there's a lot of folks and companies coming to the table want to get involved, because we have created a financial infrastructure that everybody's jumping on the table. And so over time, you'll get to and be involved in that if you'd like. Not only that, there's another area of funding that's really significant, and I am having so much excitement in that, and that's AI. AI, I'll be talking a little bit more about that. I got a couple of products. One I've been working with for almost a year. That's a product called Booster. Booster is a product that has it has tokens. Right now, they're talking about going public in a couple of years, and so now they're got tokens available for very inexpensive price before they even start marketing everything else in February. So here's an opportunity in AI to get involved as well. They have a shopper app that it's free. They got a shopper app that you have never seen a shopper's app like this ever. And not only the shopper's app, but they have a platform where a merchant can be a private entity, obviously a startup or whatever. They can have been around for a long time. If they want to start adding automation to it, they just get Booster for free and pick and choose the services that they need for that particular merchant. We also have the same options for nonprofits. And that's what's exciting about it. Merchants, nonprofits, the shopper app. And not only that, this app will be white labeled as well. So for those agencies who are looking for a complete application, you got one coming, and that's Booster. The other product is Lev AI, Leverage AI. And that allows me to generate twins or create twins of myself that'll do marketing for me. And I'm putting those things together, and I've got plans and things to get those set up and promoting. And so the interesting thing about Lev AI is that we're promoting now a marketing or health product with that as well. And I just started taking that new product, that anything that has to do with the peptides or the cells in my body, to keep my cells healthy. And what I mean by that is, as you get older, and I'm no longer a young whippersnapper, I'm a little bit up there in age, in case you don't know. I'm looking for ways to kind of supplement what's going away. And what's going away is that as we get older, our cells become less efficient. And so with that in mind, you need something that is kind of help those cells regenerate themselves, maybe rebuild and restructure for as long as they can. And so the Lev AI and the products that we get in it is called Nuvo. Nuvo is one of the products that I'll be promoting as well. There's also another product that I'll also be promoting out of a QNIC, a company called QNIC. And their product is the stem cell product. Again, it helps with oxidative stress as well. It participates directly with like the cells. It just goes into your entire body looking for places that needs help. And so again, I'm looking for those products and services that allow you to do that, because again, I got 7 grandkids that I love. Those little kids, little guys. One is bigger than I am. He's 15. That just turned 14. And that's the oldest one. And then, like I said, the other one is 5. And so I want to be able to get out and play with them and be able to get on the floor and get up and be excited about getting up. Issue with my leg, I'll have to work around that. But anyway, the rest of it should be good. Not only that, but if you're running a business and you need to some help with promoting your business, do have another product called Talk Fusion. Talk Fusion is a video email product. So you can have a custom template with your company name, logo, your picture, however you want to get it designed, and have that as an example to do your promotions, your conversations, your presentations, or whatever can be presented in video talk from that perspective. And also there are multiple custom templates for the different holidays, birthdays, special occasions, promotions. There's just thousands of templates that you can pick and choose from. So it makes it really, really nice and being able to build a business. It's inexpensive as well. So it's an opportunity to help promote your business, promote yourself on an inexpensive basis, and also create an income if you want to share that with other folks like I'm doing now, not only using the products, but also sharing them as well. I'm not trying to build a major organization like I've had before. I mean, I've had thousands of folks in 2 companies that I've been involved in. And I am not interested in building like that anymore, but I want to share enough with folks that they can participate, where it has been creating an income for me, a steady income, and a couple of other products. One called Super One. Super One, I'm talking about Super One because it's a game where there are professional athletes. Right now, they started with soccer, and they've been doing soccer for a few years, and so they're getting ready to add NFL. So you participate as a gamer, not as a betting or anything like that. Betting's not legal, and so we do it as a game. And if you know anything about XRP, right now you get drips from XRP, which is exciting. But as you go through the game and you get a based on the level that you come in, you get something from that. You can be a what I call a silent investor, where you don't have to play the game, and I don't because I've got other things to do. But I'm a silent investor, so I bought a couple of shares in the company based on the levels that I wanted to be involved in, and so I sat back and opened my account once a month, and I've got funding there. I've got money there. And so those things are nice. And again, health and wealth are the 2 areas that I wanted to make sure that I participated and shared with you. Not only that, let me see what else I've got before I run out of time here. Plastic credits. We're in an environment where everybody buys plastic bottles and they drink water out of their plastic bottle, but those plastic bottles take 400 years to dissolve or disintegrate. And so there had to be some type of service available for that. And also you can earn income from that. Well, anyway, this is what we call CSR credits. If you're familiar with carbon credits, this is equivalent to carbon credits, and it's called plastic credits. CR credits, we all have a disposal system where we're throwing away trash as well. They've estimated that we're all average about X amount of plastic, X amount of whatever. So I've got folks who are saying, I want to take care of my responsibility to make sure that the earth is clean, to help clear up some of this plastic. And this plastic produces an oil that right now Shell is buying everything that can be produce. And so based on Shell buying and other companies wanting to be involved and the reactors that they're building to create this oil called pyrolysis. Woo, that was tough. And get paid for doing that. And so there's an option as well. So I'll be talking about that as well because I've got some major things happening with that because the state of they want to put several units in every state in the USA. They've got them starting to build around the world, and they've been around for it since 2022. As officially they are. They started back a couple of years before that, putting things together and seeing what worked and what didn't work. And so, again, I want to help as much as I possible from those two perspectives. And I'm also vice president of sales and marketing for a television company that we promote or focus on seniors, and that's Golden Network. And there's opportunities to advertise your business and the services that you bring to the table on the Golden Network as well. So I guess what I'm saying is that follow me, see what's going on with what I have, and let's give me a call. Let's talk about some of the things that you're doing. I want to understand where you are because in understanding where you are kind of opens my mind to look for guests for the show as well. So, I mean, I've had mental health folks, I've had insurance folks, I've had product-related folks where products related to cleaning households and health around the house, sanitizers, those kind of things, washing clothes and those kind of things. And so I try to introduce you to something that's going to be beneficial to someone somewhere along the line. And so we all would be better off if we were all healthy, wealthy, and wise. The wise part is the other part that I try to bring to the table with the guests that I bring to the table. But I do research in these areas as well, because in addition to the two companies, the AI companies that I'm promoting, I had already begun to take classes in AI. So I have a pretty good feel for AI. I've been studying, obviously, more and more about crypto as it's changing and going and doing dollar cost averaging from that perspective. And so that's been awesome from that perspective. And also the plastic credits. Plastic credits is a big deal in terms of the rest of the country is trying to clean up. And so that's going to be a major direction in terms of one of the projects that I'm involved in, because I've got a couple of major presentations coming up for that. So I think you need to understand some of these things. And if you're interested, awesome. I'd love to have you, and I'd love to see if we can work together and make some things happen. If you've got some ideas and interests, let me know. I can try to bring those to the table as well, or support you in that process by interviewing you on the show as a guest or whatever, to make sure that your information gets out. So I think I'm just about out of time. Yep. It's just telling me to stop my timer here. So, but I again, thank you for 2025. And I offer you excitement and opportunity in 2026. And thank Guy Dawson for allowing me to participate on this PR communications and connections and the whole 9 yards. So it's brought out a whole different personality for me for this perspective. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
As usual, Verner, really appreciate your knowledge and the suite of services. I've known Verner for many, many, many years. And one of the things that I appreciate about you, Verner, is that you are constantly searching for solutions to help people to achieve the goal of what the title of your podcast is, which is prospering in health and wealth. This is something that I know you believe in. You've been pursuing this for a long time, and we're just enjoying having your presence over on the network, and we wish you a great deal of more prosperity and health in 2026 for sure.
All righty. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And to everybody else out there, continue to be blessed. And again, happy 2026 and welcome to the new year. Absolutely.
One more time, when can they tune into your show on the network for the
They
live
can tune
show?
into my show every Tuesday at 10 o'clock, Prospering in Health and Wealth on the PR Communications Network. Communications and radio. I'm trying to get it all.
Right. We'll get them over there. You get the QR code if you want to get there. But yes, you can.
Yes, there's a QR code there too. Yeah, that's right. Hit the QR code. That'll bring you there. And so it's all good. So I'll see you Tuesday. Looking forward to any conversations we can have. And it's all good. Be blessed this year. Be blessed. Thank you.
All right. Keep up the amazing work, Verner.
All right. Thank you, Mike.
PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.